This is AFTV VIP, the official web app with members-only content, has no ads and a live in-game match centre. The bias predictor, it has daily polls and the AFTV 11 selector. Just one click away.
Good morning and welcome to AFTV News Daily with myself, Cecil G. Got my guy James B waiting in the wings, but before we get into it, people, it's match day. Come on, get it. Come on. Finally, I've been waiting all week. We've got Leeds, as everyone knows, this Sunday. Well, today, later on today, we are filming the AFTV News Daily Show. As always, as soon as we finish this, we're heading out. We're going straight to the studio to cover the game, the full match day. So make sure you keep it tuned at AFTV. I'll be covering it with my best friend at the moment. Oh, at the moment, that sounds really awful. At the moment, my work best friend, co-partner. Hello. energy. I didn't mean by the way, at the moment, you are very much my best friend. Very new friendship. Yeah, man.
I'm not going to dance, but that was quite an intro. Fair play to you.
Listen, I'm gassed. This is it. It's Sunday. It's Sunday morning. We finally got the Premier League back. Arsenal playing. I mean, I don't know how gassed I'm going to be when we start. We play. But right now, we've got to have positivity and, hopefully we get our win. I want to start this comment from Wizard of Doom. Arteta is out of his depth. You know me, I like to have a look at the comments before we start. And this one out for me. What do you think, James?
Oh, sorry. No, I don't think he's out of his depth. Basically.
Fair. So great. Listen, start. I saw the title of the show this morning when we got up and was discussing it, and I was just thinking, James, like we both would never want Mourinho to manage our club. Like, it's going to be a very interesting debate. I want to know what you guys think because I know mine and James' standpoint on it.
Yeah, let's just get a few things out there immediately. I don't want Mourinho at the club. I never have. I never will. That's the first thing. But we'll go into these in more detail. The second thing is, this is a news show, right? And the news is that, we hate to say it, but that lot down the road are looking quite good. Mm-hmm. Let's be real. He was a manager that was around and available at a time where we should have perhaps got rid of Unai Emery a bit sooner. So we didn't have him as an option to consider, whereas a lot of people were linking us with him, and he supposedly went to the Emirates, I think, or whatever, right? And the other thing to say is, because of how they're doing, it is sparking that debate. People are going back to a year ago, 12 months ago, and going, people are spotting your fresh cut, and people are raising that question. Did we miss a trick? Should we have gone for him? And this is a news show, so we chat about what's being said and what's in the news. And I've got to be honest, I didn't like it. I didn't like the title of this show. I didn't like that we got to sit here and talk about this guy. But that's we can't. Like, it's not always going to be happy, cheery. Let's chat about all the positives. Let's chat about what we want, because there is a genuine debate to have here. Like there were. This isn't just about Mourinho. There were experienced managers out there. And Chelsea's another, and we went for a rookie in Arteta. I still fully back that decision, but there's a debate to be had there. It's a shame it's on match day. We don't really want to be bringing negative vibes, but hopefully we'll bring the positive vibes when we explain why we feel the way we feel. But I just wanted to get it out there because it is a pretty controversial topic.
It is, and like you said, I wasn't happy with it. I didn't really want to discuss too much about it because I was never a Mourinho in ever throughout the whole Emery reign. When he became an option, I was like, no way. He's too much for himself. And I know people are going to think, oh yeah, but he would have got it. Well, I think Arsenal were quite soft. That sounded okay. But yeah, Arsenal quite soft. And Mourinho would be the one to bring him in and make the players tougher and more aggressive. But I was never a fan of Mourinho. I don't like his style. Like I said, it's all about him all the time. And it's not what we need. I don't think we need it. Admittedly, he's at the top of the Premier League. I get that. But listen, we'll see how long that lasts. We've got 6 cats flying in.
Let's get them.
Let's get them up. So we've got Jared McCormack, our mentality and culture was bad before Arteta. I guarantee if we got Mourinho, it would have been worse. It would have been worse, and a lot of our stars would have left the club. Agreed. I don't think Aubameyang would have stayed under Mourinho. What do you think?
Would Aubameyang have stayed? I mean,
It's a hard question.
wow, yeah, that is a good question. Look, to be honest, I don't know, and I know that's a really annoying answer, but like, I can't know how it would have panned out. Mourinho picks certain players that he loves and certain players that he doesn't. He might well have come to the club and said, Aubameyang, I don't care how many goals you're scoring, you're not the sort of player I want. He's got a history, a track record of doing that, like with Juan Mata at Chelsea. In fairness, a lot of the time it's brought him results. But yeah, I'm not sort of what's the word? I'm not. I can't say for sure whether how Aubameyang's situation would have been different. But I am very confident that we would, at the end of Mourinho's reign, we would be left in a terrible position. That's how I feel about Jose. We'll go into that all in a sec. Let's take some comments and chats, because the thing I like about this from the fans, I want to hear how do you guys feel about this?
Yeah, because we was against it, so it's going to be a lot of you guys. It's a debate today. Like, you got to try and, I guess, change our opinion if you can, because I'm not a Mourinho fan. Made in Brooklyn 1975 says Mourinho's never shown respect for the history and the culture of the club that he joins. He always acts like he's bigger than the club, and I'd never want the attitude at our club, our beloved Arsenal. Now listen.
Go on.
Listen, made in Brooklyn, 1975. That's it for me. That's exactly how I would want to put into words. That comment, great comment.
Yeah.
Oh, Jose Mourinho's in the chat. Well done for your win yesterday. But mate. But you're an idiot. Sorry, I think I am bigger than Arsenal. Not sorry. No, you lot got bad. You got too much time.
And it's a super chat, which I just love.
Mourinho, listen, I know you're watching. Thank you. I love your Instagram posts. That's the only thing I like.
Oh, so good. His Instagram is hilarious, I have to be honest.
It's top class. That's the only thing I think is top class with this guy. But yeah, we got, again, Made in Brooklyn 1975 says, by the way, the audio feedback is a problem. Maybe mute them. Why is... I don't know what's going on here. Bear with me, sorry, just so I can get my audio as well.
It sounds clear to me, but I mean, in fairness, the fans might be hearing something else.
I'm just adjusting that. Is that better?
I can hear you good.
Okay.
While you're out, I just want to say a few things on Jose and just kind of give my take, because as you said, we're planning this sort of topic today, and I didn't really want to go into it, but there are genuine reasons why I feel like Jose Mourinho wasn't the right manager for us. Now, this isn't me saying that what I think would have happened at Arsenal is what I think will happen at Tottenham. Forget them. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about us and how his arrival would have impacted our club. Now, for me, Arsenal were in a very particular situation, which is we had a really good tenure with Wenger, and that regime and that era, it came to an end. It went stale. The football we were playing, everything went stale. The signings weren't coming off anymore. We tried to maybe bring in a few big money signing, didn't really work. We then brought in Unai Emery as the quick fix manager. We gave him Socrates, Luiz, two experienced defenders, Pepe, a £72 million winger. Who else did we give him? Kieran Tierney, like a renowned left back, a proper left back. Like, we gave him a lot of players that were meant to come and do the job immediately, and it was meant to be a short-term fix. Get us back to the Champions League. You won the Europa League. You know how to do it. Get us back to the big time. And in fairness, it came close, but it didn't work. And the second season of Emery, which he got sacked halfway through, sort of proved that it wasn't working. The football was awful, and if anything, we did decline. We declined even more. Well, that's good. The position Arsenal were in when they hired Mikel Arteta was they needed exactly what Arteta's become, which is a manager, not just a coach, not just someone to take boys, improve them on the pitch, get a few better results. They needed a manager, someone who, from top to bottom in the club, was going to have a very strong opinion and ideology on how we could progress and grow over the next 10, 15, 20 years. And in doing that, we've seen a lot of dead wood. Sorry, dead wood's not the word. We've seen a lot of people that are no longer need the club be shipped out. Some of it's unfortunate, but the guys like, oh, sorry, I'm just seeing that comment. I'm getting distracted now. Sorry. So guys like one of our lead negotiators left. Raul Sanyehi left. Vinay Venkatesham sort of took over as the main CEO. Arteta and Edu formed a transfer strategy and partnership. Tim Lewis arrived at the club. Like, a lot of internal changes happened when Arteta arrived and when Edu arrived that they've been working on together. We saw a lot of the scout team get cut because they basically were deemed not good enough. And to be honest, when you look at our recent transfers and our sort of how we've done in the market, you can sort of understand why. So I know this is very long-winded, but what I'm trying to say is we needed a manager who was able to come in and build from within and build a culture at the club and help like put the cement down, put the blocks down, the building blocks for a longer 5 to 10 year future, a longer plan. We need to start a new era and a new regime. Jose Mourinho is not this man. He might have come and he might have won us the league in year 2. I don't think he would have. I don't think we would have given him the money or the backing he needed to compete with Man City and Liverpool if he'd arrived. So I'm not. I'm sorry. I will let you know what, let's read this comment. But to sum up, I just basically don't think Mourinho was the man we needed. I don't think he would have come in and won us the league. And I think if he left after 3 years, he'd have left us in a worse position than we were in at the time. So that's my thoughts on it. He might succeed at Tottenham. I don't want to say good luck to him, but, you do you. But for us, I don't think he was the man we needed at all. And so I've probably rambled on for about like 6 minutes there.
That's fine. That's fine. No, James, I fully agree. I fully agree. Let's get into this comment. My sound was like crazy. AFTV always have this negativity to spread to our fans. Remember Wenger? He had done so many good things, but if you think Arsenal is a family, how dare you kick the professor and now you're saying these things? Now, I don't agree with that. We're new here anyway, so we're not spreading negativity at all. So let's not just paint us with the same brush first. Well, Mourinho, I mean, we don't want Mourinho. That's the point of it. We said it. We don't want it, but this is what fans are discussing right now. Tottenham top of the league. Mourinho's in charge. Certain fans I spoke to wanted Mourinho at one point. Me and James both know this. Certain fans that wanted Mourinho, but we don't agree with it. I don't think we're spreading negativity at all. We're discussing topics that fans are discussing day to day, but as a whole. So forget that comment. I just have to point out on.
No one can tell me that this isn't a talking point right now. No one can tell me, game day or not, whatever the situation. There's a manager out there that we were heavily linked to, that supposedly we nearly got or could have got, who's doing really well at our rivals. That's a talking point. This is not anything on Arteta. This is not anything on. But also, that's the first point. But also, the second point is we're defending our manager. Like I fully believe Arteta was the right man. I still do. The results recently haven't changed my mind on that. But we got to talk about it. What do you want us to do? Not talk about it. Like it's pretend it's not real. Like this is a talking point. And I've explained why Mourinho wasn't right for us. Nothing on him, nothing personal, nothing on Tottenham, nothing on Arteta. It's just why I personally feel as a coach he wasn't what we needed. As simple as that. I'm not, much more to it.
Let's go to our next. Thank you for the super chat to Vesh Karana. Mourinho doesn't work well with restricted owners like us. He would have ripped our club and best players like he did with Man United and Pogba. Now that is another big fact. I've just muted you, James, just because the mic's now it was echoing. Yeah, that's a big fact. Thank you, Devesh. That makes full sense. When he went to United, he couldn't handle the players, but he's not a good man manager. I talk about Arteta being a good man manager. Mourinho clearly isn't. When it comes to I want to say superstars, but yeah, superstars when it comes in football, he can't deal with them well. I mean, if we look at Tottenham, you can't tell me when Mourinho turned up there was superstars in there, or superstar attitude, superstar mentality, superstar players. There wasn't. He's obviously, Kane now is finding a lot of great form, and Son, they're becoming great players. I mean, that might be underneath him, but when they're already at that level, like the Man United that they had, the players at Man United, can't deal with him. It's all about him. He has too much of an ego. He has a certain way that I believe that he wants to play, and he won't take anyone. Well, he won't take the players in consideration when it comes to putting them out in the starting 11, how he should play or how they want to play. So I agree with what you're saying there, Devesh. I'll let James get his take on it. Go on. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I think that is true. I think that is true. He needs to be backed. It's not like he's been given millions and millions down the road, but he's brought in quite a few players. So yeah, look, I do agree with that, but regardless of that, regardless of all that, like, it's not even about that for me. It's not even about whether he'd have been backed or whether we have the owners, whether we're the right stature or all these things. It's just, I fundamentally just didn't want him as a manager. Like, I just don't think he was right for us. I don't like his history with Arsene Wenger. I don't like his history with our fan base. There are so many reasons why he was not the man for us. And when they got him down the road, when they did get him to hire him, there were a lot of their fans who were saying, wow, like, okay, this is happening now, so we've got to be positive, but I don't like this. I don't like who we sacked and why we sacked and who we brought in instead. Like, it didn't sit well with them. So all these factors play a part. And like, I'm sorry, you're right. Like, look, fans are right. Like, should we really, like, on game day, it's a shame that this is kind of the opening topic of game day. But what I would say is it's completely relevant. There is no doubt that Arsenal fans went into this weekend thinking, right, the Prem's back, our rivals, because it's not just Spurs, it's Chelsea and United as well. They've got some tricky games. They're not all necessarily firing. Maybe we can close the gap. They all won. And that is really important. It happens to be a manager that we could have got who's also doing really well. But they all won. So, like, it's a shame. But there's no doubt that we're all going into this Leeds game more nervous today than we were 24 hours ago. Because we're all going, oh, my God, like, they all won. So we need to win to keep afloat, not even to close the gap. We need to win to keep afloat today. And exactly. So the circumstances have changed. They have slightly changed. And that's important. It's a shame, but like, I believe the boys can do it. I believe Arteta's the right man for us. I believe the boys can win today. And I'll tune into the build-up show later where we're going to break it all down, because we'll go into the game itself then. But yeah, I'm confident we can do it.
Agreed. All right. Perfect. So I'm going to now move. Thank you again. Thank you everyone watching. Thank you for your super chats. Mark T, a regular. My predicted lineup for Arsenal: Leno, Tierney, Bellerin, Holding, Louise, Gabriel, Xhaka, Ceballos, Oba on the left, Eddie up front, and Pepe on the right. Now, yesterday we discussed this. The chief reporter for Arsenal, he had a similar lineup to this, and had Eddie up front. I personally wouldn't start Eddie in the central role, but we're going to build it anyway. We're going to build our 11s, like James did just mention in our pre-match build-up show. Make sure you guys tune into that, and we can build your 11. So, Mark T, if you guys are free, I think it's like 2 hours before the kickoff, or an hour before kickoff, we'll be building fans' 11s, our 11s, picking apart how we think Arsenal should set up against Leeds. So make sure you tune into that. We've got loads of chats flying in, so I'm just going to keep smashing through them. Whilst we're on this live. Thank you, Tino, here as well. Thank you for this. Big up yourselves, lads. Loving the content. I'm watching this while doing a Tottenham on the toilet. Arteta needs years to change Arsenal, not months. Exactly. Now, I want to get James' opinion on this as well. Thank you, Tino. Again, that comment, I'm actually annoyed this morning. I'm going to be honest. Started off buzzing because obviously it's match day, but that comment as well about AFTV spreading negativity and all that, when we're actually backing Arteta and we're saying what Tino's saying here, it needs time. Like, we're not going to trade him in. We're not going to be that fickle fan and trade him in straight away and be like, yeah, we want Mourinho. Mourinho's doing better. Let's swap over. Like, that doesn't sit well with me at all. Like, it never has done. It never will do. So, yeah, big up Tino for that comment. I want to hear James's opinion on that. But yeah, thank you. It's frustrating.
For me, right. So AFTV is about Arsenal fans, and it's about fans having their opinion. There are fans out there right now who very much have this opinion. That there's a lot of them who feel we should have got Mourinho. So we got to talk about it. It's as simple as that. Like it's as simple as that. Like we don't represent the club, we represent our fan base, and if that's what they're talking about, we got to address it. That's all I'll say on that, because I agree with everything you said. Second thing, yes, Arteta does need years to change Arsenal. We don't have the money of other clubs. That's a separate discussion with our board and the Cronkies and all that. Forget that. We don't have the Arteta. Arteta doesn't have the financial backing that certain other managers have had. He can't spend 400 million or whatever it is on a back four like Guardiola. It's going to take time. People, all the big reporters in the football transfer world said Arsenal are going to sign either Partey or Aouar. They're not going to get both. We needed both. I was arrogantly confident that we would get both. We didn't. But all they kept saying, we're going to get, they're going to get one or the other. But we knew we needed both. Other big clubs out there, if they need both, they get both. Right? So it is going to take time. It might be next summer where, do you know what, Arteta's finally added 6 or 7 of his own first team players and he's kept the ones he likes, and actually we're seeing it start to come together. It's a longer process for us. And let's not remember, again, that lot down the road, we might hate to say it, they got to a Champions League final. They were at the end of a journey with a manager like Poch, who took them through all that. Everything we're going through now, he took them through all that. He took them through the getting into the top 4, scraping in, then they got it, then they got to a few cup semis, then they got to the Champions League final, but they never got over the line. And guess what? They brought in a manager who can get them over the line. That was a fit. In terms of where they were, what they needed to achieve, and what he can bring, that was a fit. Not for us. It's not for us. And I said there's a million other reasons why, but Arteta's got a very different job in his hands, and I agree. I do think he needs years. Are we that patient? I don't know, but he does need years to get this right, personally.
Okay, cool. I agree. Let me just mute you quickly. Just gonna bring up this super chat here. Thank you, Christopher Chapman. Arsenal fans to knee-jerk reaction. Fans too knee-jerk reactionary. Every loss is the worst thing in the world. Every win is proof that everything is working. I feel like at times that is the case. We fans as a whole, we are like this. Especially, obviously, I'll take some credit for this as well. Definitely, when we beat Man United, I was there singing and dancing. And then the next week we lost, and I was like, well, what's going on here? Like, this is a completely different team. However, that is part of being a fan. It's an emotional roller coaster. But I'm never one quick to blame. I'm not blaming people in a sense of like, if we lose, I'm not saying Arteta out. There's no way. Like I say, you've got to trust the process. Find what the process is and trust it. Like things take time. I'm never too quick with my tongue to get people out of their job or slate people down. I'm just very observant of what's going on at Arsenal. And as a fan, we have the right to ask questions. That is it. We've been loyal fans for years, longer than some players. Arteta's been at the club even, do you know what I mean, from when I was born, and supporting the club, going and watch the games. Like, we have a right to question things. And when I see a team that I don't recognise or play a certain way, we can question it. So that's my response. I think a lot of fans that I speak to also agree. It's the way we play. It's not always about the scoreline. It is normally the way Arsenal play, and that's what sometimes frustrates us. Some people may be too reactionary. I think a lot of people in the comments today are angry that we're talking about this. But again, I don't see how you can get angry when the people across down the road are at top of the leaderboard and or top of the league, and we have a right to talk about it. Because at one point there was discussions of Mourinho being a manager at Arsenal. So I don't know why people are getting angry. It's the obvious talking topic right now. It is match day, and you can say, yeah, we should be talking about that, but we still have the rest of the day to get into that. James, getting angry.
Do you know what, bro? I get it. Like, I do get it. It didn't really sit. So basically, if anyone knows that, we sort of take turns picking the topics, and it was me who suggested this, so I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for it. I swore. But this is, we all day we're going to build up to the match. We're going to build up to the game. Hopefully we win. We need the good vibes. We need the 3 points. But I see people talking about this all over my timeline. There's people debating it. There's people disagreeing on things, and whether we like it or not, this is a question right now. This is a debate right now. Look, I think we've said enough on it. Yeah, man. But let's end on some positivity, because this was a bit of a controversial topic. This was something that, a lot of people don't want to hear it. This is the thing. A lot of people don't want to hear it. They're like, don't tell me. I don't even want to think about this, even whether it's a valid question or not. I think today is a massive opportunity for the boys to go out there, get that big win. A big win, I don't mean a 3-0. I'm talking, even if you win 1-0, but it's a good win away from home at Leeds. Go get a good win, get 3 points back on the board. We beat Wolves, then we go into that North London derby with a lot of confidence. And then let's show them why Arteta's a better manager than Mourinho. I really believe he is, right? Let's go. Let's just get some form, man. We need it. We need a run of wins. We need to start feeling confident about the club again. And today is like that first step, and I think we can do it. I really do.
I do. All right, then. I'm gonna listen, guys. On that note, we're gonna wrap up today's show. It's been to be fair, it started off again with buzzing this match day. Make sure you tune into AFTV all throughout the day. We've got so much coming for you. But it started off high energy. Now I'm a bit like, because I'm reading the comments and I would want to debate with you all morning, literally until kickoff. I could sit here and just argue with everyone about one, the topic, two, well, Mourinho's definitely not the right decision, and we should have never went for him. And I'm glad he's not at our club. But I could argue with you all day. But instead, this is what the fan channel's for. This is what AFTV is about: discussion for the fans, getting your opinions. And this is what we're here to do. This is not no snitching. This is not clickbait or anything. We literally are discussing topics that most fans are talking about today. But we're going to brush that aside, let it go, and say, listen, we've got a match day. We've got to focus on the game. Stay tuned, as I said. We've got the pre-match build-up show, the starting 11, the watch-along, and the aftermath and fan cams, okay? Today's going to be very interesting. You're going to see a lot of passion. If we don't get the result that we need, there's going to be a lot of passion, and hopefully Arteta picks the right team to go out today and start. Thank you for watching AFTV News Daily. We're back again tomorrow morning, every morning at 10 a.m. to discuss the talking topics of the day at Arsenal. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to end on the brand new app. Make sure you check it out. Peace.
This is AFTV VIP, the official web app with members-only content, has no ads and a live in-game match centre. The bias predictor, it has daily polls, and the AFTV 11 selector. Just one click away.